back to Pilates. Hope you're feeling good, hope you're looking forward to this session. As usual, you don't need any equipment, however I have chose to put a bit of like £1 ankle weights on as usual, just for a bit of extra resistance, just to get a bit more, bit more weight going through the glutes and the legs. So completely up to you. We are actually going to start stood up for this one. So you want the right leg in front and you want the back leg behind you, kind of working as an anchor point, so the toes just resting on the floor, okay? We want to be stood up really nice and straight, so this is kind of a lot of balance work here. Keeping the body in one straight line, we're just going to lunge with that front leg. So we're taking the whole body with us, we're working on that dorsiflexion of the ankle, and then right back up to standing, so where this glute starts to activate again. So nice and slow and controlled. Really drive everything forward, but we're staying in line with the hips almost. So we go right forward, good. Body stays in one straight on line. And back up. Breathe. Good work, really test the balance. Good, this next one we're going to stay with the weight through the front foot. And then we're going to start to tip the full weight so that left leg can be lifted. It's going to come up and drop it back down. It does not need to come high. Breathe. Pick a spot. Focus. Last one. And then put the foot back down and come up. Bring the legs together, lifting up, and then just one big roll down. Rolling up the spine, one vertebra at a time, hands come up. If you just lace the hands at the top, we're going to stretch to the right, and then back up and over to the other side. And then bringing the arms back down. And then step the left foot back. And we're going to repeat the same thing. So starting up nice and tall, squeeze that glute, pick something to stare at to help with your balance. To bring everything forward. That's it, get those ankle clicks out of the way. And back up. Squeeze this glute at the top. We've got 3 more until we test our balance. Good work. Last one here, we're going to leave it forward. Pick a spot and then start to test that leg. Breathe. Good work. Last one. And then come up. Bring the feet together again. Lifting up. One more roll down. Drop the chin first. Roll down the spine. And then just hang at the bottom. Head nice and loose. From here, I want you to take a nice straight back. You can have the knees bent, just get those hamstrings. And then fold again. And up. And hold again, and then roll yourself back up to standing, and then we're actually going to come down onto the floor, okay? So, onto our side, you want the hands in the head, and you want the legs ever so slightly in front. We're going to lift this top leg, keeping the hips stacked. The leg's going to come forward, and then it's going to come back. And we're going to try keep the middle trunk of the body nice and still. So don't worry if the leg can't go too far forward or too far back. It is all about control. Good, keep breathing. One more forward. And then bring it just back above the underneath leg, and then we're just going to go up and down. Breathe. You can feel those obliques working in that glute. Hold it at the top, and then little tiny pulses. And relax down. Bending the legs, we're going to come up onto our side. And we're essentially going to do the same. So, we don't need that arm above our head. Lift the leg, and then we're going to rock it forwards, and then back. Good work. Forwards. Breathe. This really gets your glutes. One more forwards, one more back. And then finish it back off level. This is where we extend the arm, drop the leg, and then the arm and leg to meet. Three more. This really sets your glutes on fire. And relax, turning straight onto our fronts. That knee is underneath the hips and that top leg straight. We're just going up and back down. Keep the hips facing the mat. Keep that leg straight. Neck in line with the spine. Hold it up. I want you to bend the leg and then turn the knee out. Then we're going to do the same. We're just lifting and lowering. Keep the core tight. Good. Still trying to keep those hips facing the mat. We're just getting a different part of the glute. Now take this left arm down. We're going to draw that bent leg towards the knee and extend. So this time the hips are twisting. Core tight. Two more. And relax that leg down. Step it back into a full plank. And here we're just going to hold it. Deep breaths. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. And then drop the knees to the edges of the mat and send the bum back to the heels. And just walk the hands forward. Nice big stretch, breathe into it. And then we're going to come up and round and repeat that whole sequence on the other side, hoping that we remember what we did. So the legs are out just in front, the head is protected by the hands, and here we're lifting that top leg, taking it forward and then just behind the body, trying to keep the hips stacked, not rotating, and also try to keep the leg the same height the whole way. Breathe. You might find that you're stronger on one side than the other. Good work. Last one. And we're going to finish level. Here we're going up and down. Deep breaths. Keep going. Last one, we're going to pulse. Breathe. And relax. Coming up onto our side. Extending the leg. Hands can be on the hip, wherever you want them. We lift this leg. It's going forward and backwards. Don't worry if you can't go as high on one side. Forwards. Breathe. It burns. Last one forwards, last one back. And back. Drop down. Extend that arm over. Big stretch, and then we're driving the leg to the arm. Let's go. Lift up. And really stretch over. Two more here. And twisting round. So the leg is just going up and down. Check that knee is underneath the hips. Hips are facing the mat. I just shuffle myself down. Core tight. Deep breath. Good, last one. Then we're going to bend and turn that knee out. So it's going down and up. Good work, core tight. Drive it up. And take that arm down. It's going into the elbow and extend. Breathe. We've got two more here. And bring that back in. Hips nice and wide. Send the glutes back towards the heels and just walk the hands forward. Take a nice deep breath. And then we're going to come onto our backs. Going to bring one leg up into tabletop, and the hands are going to go behind the neck and shoulders, lifting the neck and shoulders off. We're going to drive opposite knee to elbow. Breathe, really twist. This next one, if you can, I want you to lift the underneath leg just for the next 4. And lower that leg, bringing the other leg up to meet, lift, arms extended, and we're pulsing. Good, deep breaths. Squeeze the back into the mat. And relax the head down. Take the hands behind and extend the right leg. Again, starting with the leg on the floor, we lift up and twist. Breathe out. Good, lifting that underneath leg, twist. Go out, last one. And back, lift the neck and shoulders up, extend and switch. Breathe. And then bring the hands down, palms facing up towards the ceiling. Hug both the knees in. Double leg stretch. Stay with me, hug them in. We've got 2 more. And hug the knees to the chest. Rock from side to side. Stretch the body. Really nice and long. Turning onto the front. We're just going to stretch out those abdominals. Just take a nice stretch here. Stretch them out. Tuck the toes under. And then send the bum up towards the ceiling. A nice downward dog. And we're going to walk the hands towards the feet, drop the head, slowly roll up the spine, one vertebrae at a time, and we are done. Thank you so much for working out with me. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you on the next one.